Gather around, my friends, and listen to a tale of horror and mystery, a tale of a ghost that haunts the mirrors of the world, waiting for someone to summon her. A tale of Bloody Mary. No one knows for sure who Bloody Mary really was. Some say she was a queen who killed hundreds of people for their faith. Some say she was a countess who bathed in the blood of young girls to stay young. Some say she was a witch who was burned at the stake for her crimes. But whoever she was, she did not rest in peace. She became a vengeful spirit, trapped in the realm of mirrors, looking for victims to torment. They say that if you dare to say her name 3 times in front of a mirror in a dark room, she will appear to you. But be careful, for she is not a friendly ghost. She will show you visions of terror, or scratch your face, or pull you into the mirror with her, or even kill you. No one knows what she will do, but it is never good. Now, if you're bored enough and curious like me, let me spare you the research time and tell you what I found on the Creepypasta wiki page. It goes as follows. She lived deep in the forest, in a tiny cottage, and sold herbal remedies for a living. Folks living in the town nearby called her Bloody Mary and said she was a witch. No one dared cross the old crone for fear that their cows would go dry, their food stores rot away before winter, their children take sick of fever, or any number of terrible things that an angry witch could do to her neighbors and their children. Then the little girls in the village began to disappear, one by one. No one could find out where they had gone. Grief-stricken families searched the woods, the local buildings, and all of the houses and barns, but there was no sign of the missing girls. A few brave souls even went to Bloody Mary's home, in the woods, to see if the witch had taken the girls, but she denied any knowledge of the disappearances. Still, it was noted that her haggard appearance had changed. She looked younger, more attractive. The neighbors were suspicious, but they could find no proof that the witch had taken their young ones. Then came the night when the daughter of the miller rose from her bed and walked outside, following an enchanted sound no one else could hear. The miller's wife had a toothache and was sitting up in the kitchen treating the tooth with an herbal remedy when her daughter left the house. She screamed for her husband and followed the girl out of the door. The miller came running in his nightshirt. Together they tried to restrain the girl, but she kept breaking away from them and heading out of town. The desperate cries of the miller and his wife woke the neighbors. They came to assist the frantic couple. Suddenly a sharp-eyed farmer gave a shout and pointed towards a strange light at the edge of the woods. A few townsmen followed him out into the field and saw Bloody Mary standing beside a large oak tree, holding a magic wand that was pointed towards the miller's house. She was glowing with an unearthly light as she set her evil spell upon the miller's daughter. The townsmen grabbed their guns and their pitchforks and ran toward the witch. When she heard the commotion, Bloody Mary broke off her spell and fled back into the woods. The far-sighted farmer had loaded his gun with silver bullets in case the witch ever came after his daughter. Now he took aim and shot at her. The bullet hit Bloody Mary in the hip and she fell to the ground. The angry townsmen leapt upon her and carried her back into the field, where they built a huge bonfire and burned her at the stake. As she burned, Bloody Mary screamed a curse at the villagers. If anyone mentioned her name aloud before a mirror, she would send her spirit to revenge herself upon them for her terrible death. When she was dead, the villagers went to the house in the woods and found the unmarked graves of the little girls the evil witch had murdered. She had used their blood to make her young again. From that day to this, anyone foolish enough to chant Bloody Mary's name 3 times before a darkened mirror will summon the vengeful spirit of the witch. It is said that she will tear their bodies to pieces and rip their souls from their mutilated bodies. The souls of these unfortunate ones will burn in torment as Bloody Mary once was burned, and they will forever be trapped in the mirror. Do you have the courage to try it? Do you want to see Bloody Mary for yourself? Then go ahead, find a mirror, turn off the lights and say her name, but don't blame me if something bad happens. You have been warned. Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary.